guys, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to see how to solve an unbalanced transportation problem by northwest corner method. We are going to explain this in a very easy way. If you haven't seen the last video, please see the last video first, in which we have solved the sum which is balanced transportation problem. So first thing, what is unbalanced transportation problem? As you all know, in the transportation problem, the first step is to check whether the total supply and the total demand is equal or not. So now let us start. So now you have this question. First, let us find out the total supply. Total supply is, we are going to add it 76 plus 82 plus 77, which is 235. Next, let us find out total demand. So total demand is 72 plus 102 plus 41, which is equal to 215. So now, as you can see, the total supply and total demand are not equal. So hence, this is an unbalanced transportation problem. If it is an unbalanced transportation problem, the first step is you have to convert it into balanced transportation problem and then solve it. So now, how to solve it? We need to add dummy row or dummy column based on the supply and demand. As we can see here, demand is less and supply is more. So we need to increase the demand and make it as equals to the total supply. So to increase, we need to add a dummy column if the demand is less. So if demand is less, Similarly, if in case supply is less, so we need to add a dummy row to make it as equal to the demand. If supply is less. So if the supply is less, we need to add a dummy row, and if the demand is less, we need to add a dummy column. Now in this question, demand is less and the supply is more. So as demand is less, we need to add a dummy column. The demand was less, so we added a dummy column. Now we have added a dummy column named D4 with the value 0, 0, 0. Now what value we should add in the demand? Now as the supply is 235 and the demand is 215. So 235 minus 215, which gives us 20. So by 20 the demand is less than supply. So in this we will add here value as 20. Now if you check, the total demand will be 235. Now this is a balanced transportation problem. Now if it is balanced, then you can solve it the similar way how we solve it by northwest corner method. So now first thing is, we will start with the topmost left cell. So this is the cell 4. Now we need to make allocations over here. So we will check the corresponding row and corresponding column value, 72 and 76. Which is the smaller number? 72. So we will allocate 72 to this value. After making an allocation, we are going to subtract this 72 value from both the sides. So 72 minus 72 will be 0 and 76 minus 72 will be 4. Now whichever row or column will be 0, we are going to eliminate it. Now here this column is 0, so we will eliminate it. Next, now from this much part, the northwest cell or the left top cell is 8. So for 8, we can either allocate 4 or we can either allocate 102. So the smaller number is 4, so we will allocate 4. After making an allocation, 4 minus 4 will be 0, and we are going to subtract 4 from the corresponding column also. So 102 minus 4 will be 98. Now this row has become 0, so we are going to eliminate it. Now we are left with this much part. In this, the cell which is at the top and left is 24. So we are going to allocate 24, the smaller number, which is 82. So 82 will be allocated. 82 minus 82 will be 0, and 98 minus 82 will be 16. Now here this row has become 0, so we will eliminate it. Here this is 24. Now we will eliminate it. Now next we have 16 over here. This value which is corresponding column is 16 and corresponding row is 77. So the smaller number is 16. We will allocate 16 over here. 16 minus 16 will be 0, and 77 minus 16 will be 61. Now here this column has become 0, so we will eliminate it. Now we are left with the two cells, 24 and 0. The left cell and the top cell which is remaining is 24. So we can allocate 24 by 41 or 61. The smaller number is 41. So we will allocate it 41. 41 minus 41 will be 0. And 61 minus 41 will be 20. Now this column has become 0. So we will eliminate it. Now in the previous video, as I told you, this is the trick to check whether you have solved the problem correctly or not. The last cell should have the corresponding row and column values same. So now for this last cell 0, we will allocate 20. So 20 minus 20 will be 0, 20 minus 20 will be 0. Now we have to eliminate both the row or column. If you get the similar situation here or somewhere here, where the demand and supply both are same and both become 0, so you have to eliminate row as well as column also. Now here we are done making allocations. So now next step is we have to find out the total transportation cost. Now here the total transportation cost. How to find out the total transportation cost? 4 into 72. In whichever cell we have made an allocation, we are going to multiply it and add it. So 4 into 72 plus 8 into 4 plus 24 into 82 plus 16 into 16 plus 24 into 41 plus 0 into 20. After making the calculation, after multiplying and adding, we get the answer as 3528. So 3528 is the answer. Now the next step is we have to find out whether it is a degenerate or a non-degenerate solution. Now as here number of allocations are 6. Now what is number of allocations? Wherever we have made an allocation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have made 6 allocations. So number of allocations is 6. Now we have to find out m plus n minus 1. M plus n minus 1 is the number of destinations and the number of sources. So here we have 4 destinations. So 4 plus 3 sources. So 3 and minus 1. By using this formula, m plus n minus 1 is 6. So if the number of allocations is equal to m plus n minus 1, we have a non-degenerate solution. If in case it is less than m plus n minus 1, then we have a degenerate solution. Here both are equal. Therefore, this is non-degenerate solution. Thank you.